Sage Naruto vs. Hebi Sasuke has been getting a lot of spotlight for some reason, and one of the big components for that is Daigo Night. He recently released a video talking about Sage Mode Naruto vs. Hebi Sasuke, and why Hebi Sasuke is actually the true winner. I think that's just inherently extremely bad. I didn't watch his video, I can't be bothered to sit through his arguments and stuff. I've seen some of his videos. He's not really a scaling heavy guy, so I'm just going to go over in my video on why it's not even remotely close. This video is unscripted because this was a last minute video. I wasn't really planning on this, but apparently he's saying Hebi Sasuke is KCM 1 level of speed, which is crazy. So I'm just going to go off for a little bit unscripted on why this fight is so unfair, give you a little bit of details, a little bit of scaling, and just get right into it. A good place to start with this video is Sasuke's speed as Hebi Sasuke. Now, he's talking about Orochimaru absorbed, which doesn't matter. He doesn't get any stronger when he absorbs Orochimaru. He just gains more stamina, and he gains some new snake jutsus, which don't really matter in this fight anyway. So, when he absorbs Orochimaru, it's a common misconception that, like, some people think he just gains Orochimaru's chakra stacked on top of his as some type of, like, amp, like a huge chakra amp. But that's not really how that works at all. Now, if you paid attention to the Itachi fight, you would know that he doesn't actually use Orochimaru's chakra at all. So, when he was fighting Itachi to the death, well, Itachi was faking, but we all know that. He didn't use any of Orochimaru's chakra, and he exhausted all of his own chakra, and then he couldn't maintain control over Orochimaru's chakra anymore. Then Orochimaru's chakra came out in the form of the Hydra and Orochimaru, because that's what Itachi was trying to lure out was Orochimaru. So he doesn't actually use Orochimaru's chakra when he has him absorbed. That's just like a misconception. I'm not sure if it's a common one, but it's just a misconception. Also, Karin is a sensory ninja, and do you think that, like, when Sasuke had a near-death victory against Deidara, that she was just like, I can't believe you're the person that beat Orochimaru? Do you think she's saying, I cannot believe you're the person that has Orochimaru's chakra stacked on top of yours, and you still almost lost? No, that's not what she's saying. She's saying, how could somebody that defeated Orochimaru struggle so much with Deidara? So, that is almost also confirming that he doesn't just have Orochimaru's chakra stacked on top of his. It's never stated to be that type of an amp. It just increases his, like, stamina, his, I guess, regeneration to some degree. So with that out of the way, we're going to move on to why he's not KCM 1 levels of speed. Okay, well, a major factor is I had to get the part out of the way where I had to explain why he doesn't just have Orochimaru's chakra stacked on top of his, because he didn't use it, and he ran out of all of his own chakra, then Orochimaru's chakra came out, and Karin never mentioned Sasuke's chakra being mixed with Orochimaru's or anything. So, the reason why that's important to bring up first is because he fought Orochimaru. He fought a near-death, bedridden Orochimaru that could barely move, and was about to use the body swap ritual because his body was failing. And the only reason Hebi Sasuke even decided to fight Orochimaru is because he was stronger than he thought he was stronger than him now. He said, you're no use to me, I'm stronger than you are now. So, that the whole time he was training with Orochimaru, it was because Orochimaru was stronger than him, and he didn't try to take him out because he wasn't stronger than Orochimaru. Then the moment Sasuke thought he was stronger than Orochimaru, he tried to take him out. And what's important to note about that fight is, for one, he sneak attacked Orochimaru, and Orochimaru still pulled up his guard and blocked it, and then proceeded to enter his curse mark state 2, in which he thought he defeated Orochimaru, and then Orochimaru entered his true white snake form, and would have beaten Sasuke, because when Sasuke chopped it up, he was paralyzed by the white snake's blood vapor. It has a paralyzing venom inside of it. So he was paralyzed and couldn't move. And then the only reason Orochimaru didn't kill him was because he needed to do the body swap ritual, in which he imposes his soul over yours. And Sasuke's soul was able to resist Orochimaru's. But if it was an actual fight right there, Orochimaru would have just taken Sasuke's sword and chopped off his head. Right there. Sasuke was paralyzed, couldn't move, didn't have a Susanoo to try to break the paralysis like he did against Danzo. he would have just lost the fight against a bedridden, near-death, sick Orochimaru, with his curse mark state too. And he's not any stronger with Orochimaru absorbed. He just gained some hexes. So, yeah, he's not unless you think Orochimaru is like KCM levels of speed. The reason why I'm bringing that up, because obviously he beat him with a hacks, not speed, when he was the White Snake form, is because Sasuke didn't think he could take down Orochimaru before that. When Orochimaru was more healthy and didn't have access to his arms, Sasuke still thought he couldn't beat Orochimaru and that he was valuable to him. So he could he's still somebody stronger than him that he can learn from. And when Karin mentions, how are you the guy to beat Orochimaru and almost lost here, he's Orochimaru was ill, and that's all there is to it. So even Sasuke is conceding that if Orochimaru was even a little bit healthy, Orochimaru would have beaten him anyway. So Sasuke scales himself below Orochimaru, which is important because when talking about him versus Sage Naruto, because Sage Naruto is stated to surpass Jiraiya, and Jiraiya is a rival on par with Orochimaru. Stated several times, it's demonstrated. All the Sannin are just stated to be on the same level. They can all fight and kill each other. That's just all there is to it. If you think the Sannin are all like at a different tier, I just don't agree with that. Maybe I can do a video on that at some point, but because it's too much to get into here. But yeah, the Sannin are stated like literally 4 different times in 4 different sources to be able to combat each other on par with each other, equal to each other. The only one that can take down a Sannin is a Sannin. So all the Sannin are relative, and Hebi Sasuke thought he couldn't take down Orochimaru, even when he didn't have use of his arms. And Jiraiya isn't equal to an Orochimaru that had use of his arms. So you have Hebi Sasuke below these Sannin levels, below Jiraiya and Orochimaru and Tsunade. So like trying to say he's KCM levels of speed is kind of ridiculous. Another thing that supports this is when he tried to use a blitz attempt on Deidara and Obito, well, Toby, he tried to go for them, and Deidara, he might not have been going for Deidara, but Deidara still jumped out of the way in time anyway. If he was KCM levels of speed, do you think that Deidara is KCM level speed too? Because if so, baby QB Amp Naruto was able to deck him in the face. Literally, just punched him right in the face. Do you think that, like, Naruto with the eye slits is as strong as his Sage Mode, or as fast as his Sage Mode? He's definitely not. Base Naruto is able to combat and react to the higher levels of the Kurama Chakra. He basically just gets stronger and a little faster. Yeah, so we have baby QB Amped, base Naruto, able to deck Deidara in the face and bruise him. And it was a sneak attack from behind, but he did see Naruto, and if he was KCM levels of speed, he would have definitely been able to avoid it. Like, you're talking about somebody that, like, you're saying that Deidara would have to be version 2 Raikage levels of speed. And Naruto just surpassed that in his KCM. And him using the eye slit was able to deck a KCM level fighter in the face. No, it didn't happen. Also, when Sasuke blitzed Team 7, and he went to go stab Naruto, Sai was able to grab his hand when he went to go slice Naruto. Is Sai KCM levels of speed too? Now, is everybody just KCM level speed? No, that's obviously not the case. We also see a stronger Sasuke go to the Kage Summit. It's stated that his chakra is darker and colder than when he was in his Curse Mark II state. And then he still got pummeled by the Raikage. Like he was able to, when Raikage was using his version 1, he was able to react to him with his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. But the moment the Raikage got serious, Sasuke literally could only react with his ocular jutsus and not his physical body. He was getting elbowed in the face, he was getting slammed. He literally could not react to the Raikage's speed with his own body. He could only react to it with jutsus, where all he needs to do is see you. So if Kage Summit Sasuke, who's stronger than Curse Mark II Hebi Sasuke, is just barely able to react to the Raikage's version 2 with his ocular Mangekyo Sharingan jutsus, then Hebi Sasuke's movement speed probably isn't that high. Also, Sasuke was just getting stronger and stronger throughout the whole summit too. Then we see KCM Naruto initially struggles to react to the version 2 Raikage, and then just blitzes him. Just outright blitzes him. So, I'm not going to put any type of number on it, but he was just more comfortably faster in terms of speed, like actual movement, than the Raikage is. Whereas Sasuke literally couldn't move a finger in the amount of time it took the Raikage to hit him. All he could do is throw up ocular jutsus, because he couldn't actually move his body. And then you have KCM Naruto actually outrunning him, throwing up his guard and blocking hits from the Raikage in time. It's not even close. Like, if Kage Summit Sasuke can't replicate KCM-1 Naruto's feats, then why would Hebi Sasuke be able to replicate it? Like, we see Sai block a hit from Hebi Sasuke. We see Yamato temporarily able to fight him a little bit. We see Deidara react to him several times, and Deidara is certainly not KCM-1 levels of speed in terms of combat. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy to me that people try to wank Sasuke's speed like that. Hebi Sasuke is very fast. He's a very fast person. I'm not saying Sai is as fast as he is. I'm just saying he is not like Raikage, version 2 Raikage levels of speed, because characters like that wouldn't be able to even comprehend his movement at that time. Now, this is important because we're going to move on to Sage Mode Naruto. Now, Sage Mode Naruto in terms of speed is stated that his Sage Mode Frog pair, if you don't know what that is, that basically just means his close range combat in Sage Mode, or his Frog Kata, has wider danger sense than KCM, and it's faster. So, he's not talking about Sage Mode. He's not saying Sage Mode is faster than KCM. He's saying my combat speed is faster and my sensory is better than KCM when I'm in Sage Mode. Now, people try to say he's not talking about a KCM. He's comparing Sage Mode to his base. That's crazy. For one, his base doesn't have a danger sense. So, he said my danger sense is wider, not I have a danger sense. So he's comparing it to a previous danger sense. So the only thing that has a danger sense other than Sage Mode is KCM-1. So he's comparing it to KCM-1. And it's honestly just demonstrated on screen, because he does react better in Sage Mode than he did in KCM-1 against the third Raikage. So if his Sage Mode level speed and combat speed is greater than the Raikage, because it'd be KCM-1 level, and KCM-1 is equal to version 2 or greater, just like marginally greater than the version 2 Raikage, then so would Sage Mode. Which makes sense, since all the 5 Kage are stated to be below Hiruzen in terms of power. Old Man Hiruzen even. Old Man Hiruzen is stated stronger than the 5 Kage. So, the other Gokage. And Jiraiya is equal to Orochimaru, and Orochimaru beat Hiruzen. They're stated to be equal sometimes. Sometimes it's stated Orochimaru did it easily, like it was an easy pastime. It's kind of inconsistent on how hard the difficulty is. No matter what, Orochimaru left that fight the victor, and that would actually just scale Orochimaru over the 5 Kage. So, and then you have Jiraiya, who's equal to Orochimaru, who Naruto surpasses in Sage Mode. So, let's put it like this. If you think Hebi Sasuke is KCM-1 levels of speed, yet he is unsure about his ability to take down Orochimaru, does that mean Orochimaru and therefore Jiraiya have KCM-1 levels of speed? So, like, you would think that base Jiraiya would be able to fight and potentially beat Sage Mode Naruto? Sage Mode Naruto stated to surpass his predecessors, and it envisions base Minato and Jiraiya. Yeah, before I go into Minato versus Sage Naruto, that's not the topic of this video. But no matter what, he stated surpass Jiraiya in particular. So, yeah, Sage Naruto is above the 5 Kage, easily. Hebi Sasuke would get annihilated by the Raikage. He wouldn't be able to move a finger. He wouldn't have ocular jutsus to counter the Raikage. The only reason he could do that is because he had his Mangekyo Sharingan that could do it. So Sage Mode Naruto, in terms of combat speed, is just like above the Raikage. And then you have Sasuke's below base Sannin level. When Sasuke beats Deidara, Karin was like, how did you beat Orochimaru and yet struggle with this guy? Sasuke wasn't like, well, this guy was just way faster than Orochimaru. Like, no. He said Orochimaru was ill and that's all. So even Sasuke's conceding that Deidara is weaker than Orochimaru. So, yeah, it's not looking good for Hebi Sasuke. This fight is not close at all. Yet you have Sage Mode Naruto at these KCM levels of combat speed, able to fight the strongest Akatsuki member and swap hands with them. like, then you have Hebi Sasuke nearly dying to Deidara. You guys think, like, Deidara versus Pain goes hard, too, if you think Hebi Sasuke wins? But it's not close. And then if you talk about their power, I mean, if power is brought up, I don't know what Hebi Sasuke does have in his arsenal that can put down Sage Mode Naruto. For one, Sage Mode Naruto would probably just hit him with a Rasen Shuriken. He was able to hit Pain with it, and Pain was far faster and stronger than Hebi Sasuke. Like, it's not even close. Pain is either a Sage Jiraiya level combatant, each individual path, because even the animal path with no eyes was able to block a punch from Sage Jiraiya. Now, the Pain's powers do fluctuate based on what Nagato wants them to do, so he can give a Path of Pain more or less power, depending on their task. So, like, he probably diverted more power to block that punch from Jiraiya, but that still is their combat speed and power. So, at any point, you can have a Sage Jiraiya level fighter. Like, there's this specific panel where Naruto goes to throw a punch, and Pain goes to throw a punch, and it's supposedly one of the weaker paths, even though they're just as strong as Nagato wants them to be. And they both literally have the same arm speed, and Pain slips the punch. Like, slips underneath it. And then Naruto hits him with the nature energy, or the wind coming off of his punch, because that's his powers in Sage Mode. That's part of Frog Kata. So Pain is demonstrated to have similar combat speed to Sage Mode Naruto. And even when Six Tails Naruto comes out, who's faster than Sage Mode Naruto, we know this because Pain was shocked by Six Tails Naruto's speed. In the anime, he literally just says he's fast. In the manga, he has an explanation point when he sees him move, which he never has when he fights Sage Mode Naruto. So this would imply that he thinks Six Tails Naruto is even faster than Sage Mode, and Pain's able to react to him. Sage Mode Naruto being KCM levels of speed, able to combat the strongest Akatsuki member who could be 6 Sage Jiraiya level fighters at any point. He was able to hit them with Rasen Shurikens via smoke bombs, and Pain can see chakra too, just like a Sharingan can. It's shown. When they started focusing chakra to their feet, Pain was just like, you guys focusing chakra to your feet, so you have knowledge of my jutsu. Not that it matters. Then he went up in the air and blew up the village. Yeah, so if he's able to catch Pain off guard, who's faster and stronger, since he's above a Sage Sannin, and Sasuke is below a base Sannin, that means Naruto would easily be able to catch Hebi Sasuke lacking, before he could even do anything, really. Sasuke literally just gets blitzed and annihilated in a hand-to-hand battle with Sage Mode Naruto. It's not even remotely close. Like, if Naruto punches him once, he might just die. That's the levels of power we're talking here. Like, he was able to take down Paths of Pain with one punch to the face using Frog Kata. And Hebi Sasuke hasn't shown durability feats on the level of Pain. Now getting into jutsu variety, yeah, Sasuke has all of his fancy jutsus, all of his Chidori variants. But Naruto's just gonna beat him up real bad. And in the video, it had Sasuke appear on the battlefield instead of Pain, where they allowed Naruto to have all of his summonings, Manpa included, who are able to spar with Sage Mode Naruto, who we just explained the speed of, so we don't need to go back into that. And he had his other 2 Sage Mode Shadow Clones waiting, so if he runs out, which he wouldn't, he could just replenish. And then Sasuke is just chilling there. He gave him Manda, which is whatever. He does have Manda after he kills Orochimaru, or absorbs Orochimaru. So you have all 3 giant Sage Toads, which Gamabunta himself is sort of a rival for Manda, a little bit weaker. But you have another Toad that has arms as strong as Gamabunta. And then you have Manpa, who are like Sage Mode Naruto level in sparring. They would lose to him in a fight. And you give Naruto all those Toads on top of his Rasen Shuriken that Sasuke has no answer to at that point. Like, there's not even evidence he'd be able to avoid it in time, to be honest with you. Like, maybe he would sub out with Manda and have Manda take it, get killed, or something. But, yeah, it's not close. And then somebody said Genjutsu would work on Sage Mode Naruto. No, it would not. He would just close his eyes. Very simple. When has Sasuke ever Genjutsu Naruto in a fight, ever, by the way? And if you're going to bring up battle IQ, too, like, because I think they bring up battle IQ in that video, that is such a non-factor. We literally see these guys fight, and there's no issue with battle IQ going on there. They're equally intelligent and cunning when they fight each other. Like, Sasuke doesn't ever clearly outsmart Naruto in their fights. It's always pretty even, pretty close. So the only thing that matters when they fight each other is their versatility and their power, because they're always close in speed whenever they fight. But the thematic Sasuke that you'd have fighting Sage Mode Naruto would be Kage Summit Sasuke versus Sage Mode Naruto, because that's when they both surpass their teachers. That's when Naruto surpasses Jiraiya, and that's where Sasuke surpasses Orochimaru. They surpass their predecessors at that point. Then it's time for them to move on to their own levels of power, Naruto mastering Nine Tails Chopper like he wants to, and Sasuke getting Itachi's eyes. So, yeah, it's not close. The narrative doesn't even line up with it, because we already see like a narrative clash when they're at the Kage Summit, where they said they would kill each other in a fight. And does that make sense that they are relatively even there, but a far weaker Sasuke would be able to beat the relatively even fight? No, it doesn't make sense. This video is a bit unorganized and gathered around, but I'm just really tired of seeing this topic pop up. This fight's not close. He's a base Orochimaru victim stated by himself. And then you have Naruto, who's above Sage Mode Jiraiya, and he's able to fight pain. So yeah, this is not a close fight, and I might be live streaming my reaction to his video at some point, so stay tuned into that. Most of my videos are scripted and more organized, so I'll get back to that, but this was kind of last minute because I'm tired of seeing that topic pop up and people repping Hebi Sasuke. If you guys do like these unscripted videos that are a bit more scatterbrained, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.